tonight.
No, and they're such an explosive team. And this, speaking of explosion.
Yeah, right on cue. How about that? Brown breaking a tackle, headed towards the end zone. Big plays, big moments at McKinney ISD Stadium. 100 yards. Give credit where credit is due. Jerron Brown, 100-yard kickoff return. That is the longest kickoff return for a touchdown in school history.
What's up, my young bulldog, Jerron Brown? I see you making those cuts, man. Just want to say keep it up. Keep God first. Listen to your parents. Best of luck, man. Go Dogs.
Pocket with Jerron Brown. Jerron, can you introduce yourself to the camera for the folks, man?
What's up, y'all? Jerron Brown, class 27. Play receiver in DB. Really a student athlete around school, and really pretty fun guy.
All right, pretty fun guy. I like that intro. All right, so first of all, congratulations on the newest record for McKinney North, 100-yard kickoff return. How does it feel to be in the record books?
Pretty good to know that made an impact on school and really just up there in the book, got my name up there forever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What does the athlete tag mean to you, in regards to that role on the field?
I would say the athlete tag to me, in regards to being on the field, I would say is just doing whatever to help the team win the game. Like, if defense need to stop on third down, you need me to come in, get a PBU, I can do that. You need me to block 5 yards for a first down, I can also do that also.
All right, that's what's up, man. In regards to being the top producing receiver on the team currently, being one of the top 10 producers, receiving producers in the district currently, what does that mean to you in regards to your game, and what are you most proud of?
I would say I'm very much proud of my growth from sophomore year to my junior year. Last year I was doing all right for a sophomore, but I feel like I could have done more. And this off season I really worked, and it's really showing. My off season really showing up, and just really producing on the field, keeping my head down, and just making plays, not really looking at my stats or thinking about it. I'm just going out there and do what I can do.
So, with your team's record not quite where you want it to be, how do you stay motivated in accomplishing your goal?
I would say I stay motivated by some other teammates, because sometimes you could think that we're not good or something like that, but you have teammates right there that pick you back up and hold you accountable and say that, yeah, we have a chance, yeah, we're good, this and that. Just having a positive mindset, because if you have a negative mindset, it would just snowball effect and it could just lead to even worse.
All right, so going into each game, what's your mindset? What's your thought when you know you're being watched by D1 scouts?
I would just say I really just don't really think about the scouts or anything like that. My really pregame thing is to just whoop the guy in front of me, just to work him. And if I'm gonna work him the first time, then I'm gonna keep working him the whole game, whether that's offense or defense.
Currently, I think you're holding somewhat of a 3.8 GPA. While you're competing at this high level, how do you balance school and football? And being a team, how do you balance all that?
I got an alarm clock set on my phone. After school, I just sit there, take an hour out of my day, and just work on schoolwork that needs to be done. Even if it's a review or something for a test, I just try to stay on top of it, because your grades can drop very faster. Whether they can drop faster, easier than they can go up. So I really just think about that and just stay on top of it before it's too late and it goes down.
All right. So at North, what subjects or teachers have had the biggest impact on your growth off the field?
I would say mainly all my math teachers, because math is really like one of my hardest classes that I really struggle in sometimes. But it shows me to like persevere through things and just keep going whether it's hard. So it just shows me to not give up, and that really reflects off the field too. You know,
All right. So, how does your focus on education shape your goals beyond football?
say that again.
How does your focus on education shape your goals beyond football?
I'm not answering that.
All right. So let me rephrase it to see if you can answer it better this way. All right. So you have a high focus on your education, right? How does that shape your goals after football? Football is your plan A. So for plan B, what is plan B and how does that shape your plan B?
So I would say staying on top of that education stuff, that can really open up doors in the future, because football doesn't last forever. And if there's doors that want to be open just because of like I have a 3.8 GPA, or that I'm really smart and somebody wants me to come work for this or something like that, just because I know something, then that's really just easier than just going on a random resume for McDonald's. If I wasn't a football player right now,
What would you want to be?
I would try to teach football.
Coach.
Yeah, coach. I'd be a coach or a trainer, something in that area.
All right, so now we're going to go into a couple of questions that I was talking about. You may or may not want to answer. And if you do, great. All right, it shows a lot about you. If you don't, that's fine too. It also shows where you at, right? All right. Jerron, your father passed when you were young, okay? So he passed in 2012. You were born in 2009. You were 3 years old. All right. So growing up without your father, being raised by a single mom, what lessons have shaped you to who you are today?
Lessons that shaped me, it just really showed me to have a lot of leadership around the house. Having a single mom, I know that it's hard around the house for her, so I try to be there for her no matter what, whether it's that like, do you want me to do this chore, or like help out with the car or anything like that, wash the car. So, and I also have a little sister, so it just, since my dad isn't here today, it could just show me I can give my sister that fathership or that big brother that she been looking for, that she never got to experience.
So, having said that, what does your little sister mean to you, and how do you try to set an example for her in that light?
She means the world to me. I'll do anything for her. I really just try to show her, I really just show her the positive things. I don't really want to set any bad examples around the house, because it can really click in an instant, and she can really just, because she looks up to me. So if she sees me doing something, she can just instantly just want to go do that also. So I just be a good role model for my sister and show her the good.
All right, so when we talk about football and we talk about your goals and your visions and your things of that nature and goals of any up and coming football player, what does D1 football mean to you? Not just a goal, but just as a total platform of what it is. You've been on some college visits. You've been on, you have some D1 friends. Like, what does that mean to you?
I would say D1 football to me. First, I would start off as like a brotherhood, and leading on to that, I say brotherhood, and then I'll say D1 football is a form of system to help out my mom, because college costs money. D1 football, they could pay for that, and it could just take less off my mom. She could help out my sister more.
All right. And when you talk about going D1, you're typically leaving a legacy, somewhere and where you're coming from. What does leaving a legacy mean to you for McKinney North? Like, what does that mean to you?
To leave a legacy at McKinney North, I would say for those grades that are under me and like the lower grades, the underclassmen, just to I just want to show a vision that everything can work out, and just to keep working and persevering and grinding every day, and you can get to that goal no matter what it is. It don't even have to be D1 football, just to show the perseverance and the execution between every day.
And if you could speak to those same, younger athletes coming up through those tough times, right? So not just the times that it's expected of an athlete, the grind, the hustle, the this, but those tough days where you don't want to do it. Like, what would you tell them?
I would say don't waste time, because in the future you're gonna look back on it and you're gonna be like, dang, I could have hit some more push-ups that night, or I could have did my homework that day, had my GPA higher when I was a freshman. And it just really leads to the future. You can really reflect back on that.
All right, so here we go. We're down to the last few questions. I need real quick answers. All right? Real quick answers. Favorite pregame song or artist?
Finest by me, a young boy.
You be a young boy. All right. The word that describes your playing style?
Speed.
Speed. I'm fast. All right. Dream school and why?
LSU, because, yeah.
Let's go. LSU, baby.
Shows brotherhood over there. I love it.
All right. What's your biggest inspiration on or off the field?
My biggest inspiration is my mom, because she just shows hard work and dedication every day. No break, no days off.
All right. Well, there it is, my boy. Good speaking with you. Jerron Brown, class of 2027.
Thank you. I look professional.
Nah.